Alright guys, again we're back September 7th, and right here I have some onions. I have two. I already planted two. I planted them right over here, right there. But the onions that I'm planting, those are the balls that come off of these walking onions, or something is what they call them. And you just take that thing and you plant it about part way into the ground and they grow. You can see these things are all dead and crusty. I mean, but these will grow, or you can use them as smaller onions. I put some beans in here. I had one right there. Some bush beans. They died. These guys just don't do anything. I've tried this. I don't know what it is. This gets sunshine. That's the deal. There's a shade cloth. Comes straight down. That is full sun. I don't know if they don't like it or what, but I am having issues with the neighbor's tree. He's got another tree over there on the other side of the tomatillo plant. But this right here has tons of roots in it. It's hard to dig. And they're just spider roots, you know, but they're just everywhere. Anyways, the plants over there, the peppers, the hot peppers there. I got all the sweet peppers here. Has not been a good year. They look good, but they're not as big as years in the past. They're not as vigorous as years in the past. I don't know exactly why. Could be the year, not sure. But we've gotten a few, you know, just not really what I'm used to. And so let's just take a walk here, and we'll explain what's going on down there. I'll probably do that one in a different video, but as you can see here, this tomato plant is not looking pretty. We'll see. We'll just see. I don't think it's gonna make it. But I had one there, and I had one there, and I had to rip both of those out. They just died. Plain and simple. Heat got to them and whatnot. Kind of like this. You know, like, hey, are you going to be able to survive? And then we had this killer heat wave, and just, the answer is no. That's just all there's to it. So these two pepper plants here, this one and this one, I did get a giant pepper off of this one earlier in the spring. This is a yellow monster. But I guess we should just move on to, I did plant a ghost pepper right here. I'm gonna say the roly-polies ate it. They just take the top right off. It could be a bird, I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll move down and see. I threw in some cilantro seed right here. It's because that gets wet, and as you can tell just by the looks, like something was in there, and you can see a hole, and you can just, when you look around, and you can see there's a hole here where I'd planted that one plant. There's a hole right there. There's a hole right here. Then you come right down here, and I've explained this before. That's all hole. This is, I'm gonna try to get this angle. That's supposed to be flat. I walked through there. That's my pathway. It is not flat. The skunks, the raccoons, is what I've been catching on the camera. You see that pepper plant back there looks dead. So I don't know what's going on there. But the raccoons and skunks have just torn all this up. I planted, I don't even know. I planted a tomato there. I planted one right there on the side of the pole. One day you come out here, and this is like every night or every other night, and it gets dug up. And they're just having a heyday. This dead plant, this was a Rousselini tomato. I think the mole went underneath it and caught the root system because it was doing great one day and then it up and died. I haven't torn it out yet. The paste tomatoes, some of them are doing decent still. Some are dead. I had to pull out the first one, then I weaved that second one in there because it was still living. That one's living. These ones are looking. Now these two are not paste tomatoes. This one for sure. That right there looks like a dog poop, but I doubt it's a dog poop because my dogs can't get in here. But like, here you go. Here's yellow witchies. I need to pick that actually. Those are really tasty. It could probably stay just a day or two, but anyways, you know. And then again over here, where the skunks and the raccoons, they get right up here underneath these tomato plants. And why they do it, I don't know. But they get in here and they mess stuff up. But why they get in the same spots all the time? Why don't they get in the other spots? You know, this obviously gets watered right here because I have a sprayer in the jungle somewhere that gets this spot. But they don't get this spot here where I got water. They don't get that spot where I got water. They don't get that spot where I got water. So for whatever reason, they get in the same spots, and I'm not sure why. So there's just an update there. We're gonna do one more down below. You can see the flowers dying off. You know, people don't like, or people, the plants just don't like the heat. 110, 115, you know, a week's worth takes a toll. Even under shade cloth, it takes a toll. And these plants have been on the downhill, but when it's that hot, you're just asking for something to die off. So there you go. There's a little shot of the garden, this middle section, and we'll see you on the next video down below. See ya.